Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss a very powerful and often overlooked feature in Salesforce reports that can make your work 10 times easier. How? Let's see. We know whenever you want to change a value of a filter in a Salesforce report to see the result, first you will have to open that report, edit it and change the filter. But in this video we are going to discuss about a feature which can dynamically change the value of the report by passing the desired value in the URL of that report without needing of opening and editing the report. How we can do it? So without further ado, let's get started. You can open any of the existing report in your Salesforce app if you have, or you can create a new report and add filters. This will work in any standard or custom reports. So today for this demo, I have taken an existing report which is course enrollment and revenue report which we created in our first video of the series. Now here you can see here is the URL of the report. You can copy it like this. It will look something like this. Now here comes the interesting part. Salesforce lets you add the parameter in the URL to apply a filter automatically when the report loads. You can add parameters like FV0, FV1, FV2 and so on. So let's break it down. FV0 means the first filter. FV1 means second filter. FV2 means third filters. Like this it will go on. So the filter parameters are 0 indexed. Now let's see how we can add the parameter in the URL. If we see that in the filter section there, we have the first filter as status. And in the status, we have three values which are enrolled, completed and cancelled. So in the original report, we have the value of the status as enrolled, correct? Now I want to change the status to completed and load the report. Let me show you how we can do it. I will take the URL that we have copied from this address bar. We'll copy it up to the edit. Now I'll open the new tab and paste the URL that we have copied. We'll remove this edit and we'll add the view. Followed by the view, we'll add a question mark. And now we'll start adding the filter parameters. As we want to change the value of the first filter, so we'll add if v0 and then we'll add the equal and then the value which we want, which is completed. And now if I press the enter, now if we check the filter, you can see status is now became completed, right? Now if you want to enter more than two values in status, we can add values separated by comma. Let me show you. So let's first add a comma after this completed and then add enrolled and press enter. Now if we go and check the filter, and the first filter is now marked as enrolled and completed. Now let me show you another interesting thing. We have changed the status to the enrolled and completed, right, in this report that we have dynamically generated. Now if we go back to our original report, see, the status is still as enrolled, which was the previous value, correct? And also if I refresh it, you will see that will remain same. See, it is still enrolled. So by this, what we are able to grasp, that is, even if we dynamically enter the values in the filter, the original report values will remain same. Now if I go back to our report where we are working, you can see after completed, here is a percentage 2c, correct? So percentage 2c is nothing but it is representing the comma. Like this we have for space also, which is percentage 20. Now let's add a second parameter. Let's go to our original report. There you can see as a second filter we have the payment status, right? And in the payment status we have the value selected as paid. Now let's try to filter it by pending payment status. For that, let's go to our report where we are working. To add the second parameter, we'll have to add a ampersand. So after this, I'll add an ampersand, and then we'll add the fv1. Why we're adding fv1? As the parameters are 0th index, for the first filter parameter we have added fv0. So now for the second filter parameter we'll add fb1. Okay, now same as we'll add the equals, and then we'll put the value as pending, correct? So here you can see right now we have the payment status as paid. Now if I click enter, and if I show you the filter, you can see status is completed and enrolled, and the payment status became pending. We also can add second value in the second filter. So let's do this also. Add comma after pending, and also add paid. So in the second filter, we'll be able to see that it is been selected as pending and paid. Now if I click on enter, and if I go to the filter, you will see payment status became paid and pending, right? Now let me tell you another thing. Please make sure whenever you are adding a value, add the correct values. Otherwise, what will happen? It will not able to load the report. Let me show you. Instead of paid, if I had given as paid 2, now let's see whether it will be able to load the report or will it give any error or something. If I click enter, now here you can see it is not able to render the report. Why? Because it is not able to find the value paid to for the payment status, correct? So that is why please make sure to pass the correct value in the parameters. I'll correct the URL also now. Okay, it went back as it was before. Status as completed and enrolled, and payment status as pending and paid. Okay, Now let's try to change the enrollment date. Let's add third parameter, which is FB2. So after FB1 parameter and the values, we'll add again the ampersand, and then we'll add FB2, then equals. Let's add some random date, suppose 2nd July. So 02/07, which is month, then 2024, which is the year. So make sure you give the date in the correct format, which is first is the date, second is the month, and the third is the year. Okay. Now if I press enter, and if I go to the filters, you will see enrollment date became 2nd July 2024. But if I go back to my previous or the original report, you can see the enrollment date was before 1st September 2024. Okay. So like this also you can change the filter value of the date type filter. So now this is our final URL, where you can see before question mark part is the base URL, and after question mark part is the URL parameter. Here is the breakdown of URL parameters. So here we are at the end of our video. If you have liked this video, I'll urge you to please drop a comment and give a feedback if you have any suggestions, or if you want any videos on any of the topic of the Salesforce. You can let me know your thoughts also. And please like this video and support this channel by subscribing the channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.